Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Dave here, and I just wanted to say I'm going to do this special edition of Road Rage right now, and this is where I'm going to answer a lot of your guys' questions the best that I can on motion simulators. And also, the big thing is we're going to pick the winner of the controller board. Now, I did have this kind of set up differently in my head, where I was going to show some video of me disconnecting the wires and all that stuff, but life just got in the way, and that's just the way it is. So right back at home, the motion sim with the controller board, it's just sitting there, and I haven't disconnected it yet, but whoever wins this is definitely going to get it. It's the one that I'm showing on that video and all that, and this is just the only way I could figure out how to do it, because I've been in and out of being able to find time to do this kind of stuff. So here we go, Road Rage Special Edition, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Yeah, wait. Okay, so here is a sort of a recap on how this is going to work out. All right, originally, I wanted to do this like the other drawings, a random name the computer would pick. Well, that computer died, and along with the code that I wrote. So I just haven't had time to rewrite it. So I'm going to make it simple on me, simple on you. I went ahead and printed everybody's name up on pieces of paper. I cut it up, and I'm going to be drawing random winner from a hat. Yeah, that's old school. That's the way it's going to go, and whoever wins it is definitely going to get it from me. So let's get into the questions real quick. One thing that I'm going to do is throughout this video, I'm going to draw 3 of those pieces of paper. Now, I don't know whose name's on them. I'm going to take those 3 pieces of paper, and at the end, I'm going to select one of those pieces of paper, and whoever's lucky name is on that paper, you're going to win it. Here's the first question, and this is from Donald Carolus. Okay, so and this question does come up quite a bit. I think I watched every video. I've actually revisited a few your series a few times. I'm actually going to do it this time. So I've looked through the forum, but I see that I'm missing the full dimensions of your new smaller rig. If those are available, can you tell me where to find them? And this is my comment. Okay, so basically what I wanted to do was, I didn't want to, it was an evolving project. So I as I was videotaping, I put down the dimensions with a tape ruler, so you can see where I'm making my cuts and things like that. The 3D part of it, that was just me splashing some stuff on the wall, just kind of seeing what might work for me. So basically, if you go through the whole series, you can see, and maybe make some notes, that would be the best way to do it. Your rig's going to be a little bit different than mine, but hey, that's the best that I got right now. I know I didn't make other than the parts list that I list in the description or on the screen, I didn't make like a dimensional drawing so that you can follow it. You just pretty much have to follow along, because I was doing it on the fly. All right, next question. All right, so this is a super thanks from Piggy Deluxe. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that, and that type of cash will go directly to this project and the future project and parts that I can buy. So basically, he's saying amazing work. I suck at soldering, kind of like I do. So this add-on board is going to be, it's going to be a game changer, and that's why his comment is coming directly from the game-changing wiring video that I made. So I'm just saying thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and I'm just, I'm doing everything I can do to help you guys out. Once again, thanks. I really appreciate it. It does help me. Okay, so let's draw the first of 3 entries out of this hat. I'm going to put everybody's name in the hat. There's over 60 names that went in, that are in here. Okay, I'm gonna draw the first one. So and I'm gonna set that aside. In a little bit, I'll draw another one. And then at the end, I'll draw one more. Out of those three, I'm gonna pick whoever wins it. So here's the first one. I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna set it aside. We'll come back to that a little bit later. Okay, so I do get this question a lot, and this is from Vogel. Okay, so hi sir. I want to make a motion sim, but I don't have any knowledge. I watched your old videos, and they're too old. Well, can you please help me? Well, okay, so I'm not sure what old means. That I've started this series 1 year ago, and it's taken me a year of weekends, you know, not every day on the weekend either, just a couple hours to put together this rig. Somebody can do it a lot quicker, but I suggest you just watch the whole series. Go ahead, watch the series, and then you'll be able to see how it goes. Now, I did do it step by step, the best that I could, and as far as anything newer, this is it. This series, the Compact Sim, that's what I got. All right. Okay, so if you come to my page, just scroll down a little bit, and this is the first or the latest series that I have. So you just click on this thing, and you get the whole playlist all the way down to the latest video. So start to finish, you get right here from the design all the way through all the construction and setting up the software, etc. So take a look at that. If you don't know how to get there, now you do. All right, hopefully this is a good question. Oh my gosh, it's $25. It's a super thanks from Wayland Whitney. Well, hey, thanks Dave. Your videos have been an immense help. I finished building what I call my ugly project rig. Because most of the scrap that I've accumulated that I've been working on building it with, and I'm about to start wiring the control box. So perfect timing now. So he's getting this video, or his comment is from the Ultimate Sim SMC3 Sim Tools video that I made, which that took a while to make, and I really tried to make the Ultimate SMC3 Sim Tools Assetto Corsa start to finish video. I really tried hard to help all you guys so you could see somebody struggle. And some of this stuff was easy. Some of it, just tricked me a little bit, but it all got through. And hey, thanks again for the super thanks. There's my reply. Just keep plugging away, guys. I'll keep making videos. All right, next question. Okay, so this is a question it's a little bit, it's more of a problem. So from our Delta Sims, basically he's saying he's made a 24 volt system. It works without any weight in it. And then when he adds a little bit of load to it, I guess the motor shut off, but he's not really sure. So I'm thinking about how this could happen. Now, I've done a 24 volt series and I didn't have any problems. So, I can't speak from that experience, but I can say that possibly if you're using an Arduino clone, I've heard that the clones, sometimes they just get a little flaky. So maybe try, spend the extra bucks and get a regular Arduino, the one that says Arduino right on it. Get it from the factory. That way, at least you can return it or whatever. I don't know. But, okay, so I think it's a communication problem more than anything. Potentially, it's a power supply issue. But he's saying that he's got 40 watt, 24 volt, 40 watt power supplies. It's not the IBTs. IBTs are not overheating just by sitting there. I doubt it. I really do. So I don't know. There's a couple different things. You can write me back, or if you guys have any comments or solutions, help a guy out. I don't know the answer, but kind of troubleshoot what does work, what doesn't work. maybe the power supply, maybe he's running it on both motors and he needs to split it up, one power supply per motor. Maybe transfer the power supply to the other motor. I'm not sure. Just kind of simplify your question, and but I think it's a communication issue. So at least start there. And I do appreciate all you guys liking and subscribing. I've been able to grow the channel a little bit recently, so that's very, very cool. There's a lot of people that are wanting to build these motion simulators, and you know, it takes a little bit of commitment to do such a thing. It's a heck of a lot of fun, and it's definitely worth it, you know. And I have such a good time driving the thing. It's just like nothing else. I mean, it's like a vacation every time I get in there. And I'm on the way up to North Carolina right now, and I'm going to be, I brought along that seat that I made, and that's in a different video where I built the custom seat racing seat insert. And what I'm going to be doing is my mother has a sewing machine, and I'm going to be attempting to make a custom seat cover for the custom foam insert. That way it doesn't wear away when I'm driving. And so I've got a couple different colors. I got the black vinyl, Naga hide or whatever, and I also ordered some of that green stuff. So I'll put a little green accent on it. We'll see how it works. It can't be any worse than me just gluing the material on there. In fact, it's probably gonna be better than that. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm gonna have a couple free days up in North Carolina while I'm taking care of my parents, and yeah, I should be able to get it accomplished. If not, well, yeah, it's just one other thing on my list. All right, let's get back to the questions. Okay, so this one is from the seat video. Okay, so the seat thing. You know, I bought this Kirky racing seat, and it's lightweight aluminum. You can, you know, it's approved for racing. Well, you can't just sit in the thing. It's just a metal seat. So you got to put some kind of padding in there. So I bought it about a year and a half ago. I put some pads in there just to help me out. I've always wanted to do the foam bag thing, and I just, they're so expensive. It's like almost $300 just for a bag kit, and I don't know if it's going to work. So what I did is I went on Amazon. I bought some two-part foam, and I did the video on this. Okay, so he's asking the question, yeah, it's not really a solution for everybody. The materials are low and the price of a budget-friendly fiberglass seat. Well, yeah, and I have a couple seats, and they stink. They're not that great, or they're too heavy. And the whole thing, you want to get as light as possible with these motion rigs, unless you got gigantic motors. And not that the crab pot motors or the wheelchair motors, they're plenty powerful, but when you start moving around your body, I mean, your body weighs like me. I'm down to 191 pounds, so I'm loose. I lost 10 pounds, so that's what, a tenth of a second? I don't know. But anyway, so that, and you try to keep everything as lightweight. These motors will respond a lot better than if you just, you know, if you load in there and it's trying to push 500 pounds. I mean, that's simple math. That's what race cars are all about. But anyway, so he did say that would he would choose cloth to go over the top. Well, I am going to to visit my parents. My mom has a sewing machine. Believe it or not, I am going to give it a shot. So I bought some of the vinyl. I bought some black. I bought some green. I'm going to try to make a seat cover. It's probably going to be horrible, but I'm bringing it back. I'm going to show it to you whether it fits or not. All right, next question. All right, so here's a good question. This is from Jim Steele, 33. Okay, hey Dave, great video. I'm building motion rig 2 degree of freedom to begin with. Good choice. And and probably going to convert to 3 after by adding yaw. Okay, so he bought 3 of the 12-volt crab pot motors a year ago in prep, which that's kind of what I did too. You know, I bought a couple, and you know, was hoping that they would work, and they did. So, all right. So anyway, back to his question. Now I'm ready to wire up the motion, Now I'm ready to wire up the motors and get them working on the rig. The question is, I know that you use Arduino for the rig. Have you ever used Thanos controller? If so, what's your opinion? Okay, so my answer, wow. Okay, so that's fantastic. You're all set up to run up the Arduino IBT 12-volt setup. No, I've not used the Thanos setup. Now, I've seen an interview with Thanos, the guy that makes this, and I'm going to provide the link here. So I kind of know this guy named David from Motion Sim Builders, and I think Thanos sent him a controller. I think the Thanos controller controls AC motors. I could be totally wrong on that, but here's the link to their page. They have a big Facebook page, and if you really want to try to do that, hey, you just look at that and get started right there. All right, I hope that helps. Okay, it's hat time again, guys. I got my Halo hat from buying some kind of lights that I'm going to put on my screen porch. Anyway, so second piece of paper. I'm going to put it over here, and I got 2 pieces of paper over there. Let's keep going with the questions. Okay, so this is actually a pretty interesting question. I've been asked probably 10 times. I don't know how I responded every time. This is from Mortal Caster R. Okay, so question is from someone who is prone to VR sickness. Since it is a conflict between... Oh, crap. I didn't put the whole thing. Well, all right. The problem is I'm not sure how to answer this. So the way that I would say to try it, get your motion sim working. Don't go near VR. Mount a single screen and see how that works. Mount a single screen that's attached to the rig. So you're going to have to go light with the single screen. Now, I did it before where I put, I think, a 19-inch monitor on there. It didn't really affect, like, it moved right with the rig. That was my first rig ever. And that's what said, oh my God, I really want to get this into VR. Because, and at that point, I didn't know if I was going to get sick or not. I'd heard about getting sick, but I don't know. So you guys maybe help him out. I answered the best I could. I'm sorry I truncated his question, but you know, hope that helps. Okay, so here is an email from Kaibi1270. Dave, thank you for sharing your motion rig and the detailed tutorial videos. Okay, so he's basically saying that the Arduino and SMC3 is limiting the further upgrades. So maybe he wants to send me, or possibly send me, a PLC. Well, you know, it's been a long time since I've done any PLC work. I did used to code them when I had my Halloween haunted house. So I ran a bunch of these PIC 16F84s, like 8 in and outputs. So just run some basic code on the thing, and it would do, you know, basic on and off, and maybe check for voltages and things like that. Basically what the Arduino was doing. When I found the Arduino, I'm like, oh, why should I do all that stuff? Well, anyway, I guess the PLCs are probably a lot better. This was like 20 years ago. And, you know, I really welcome that. I really do. And my email address is on the screen. We'll get in contact. I appreciate it, buddy. Well, you know, I'm not the best at replying to emails. I really, because in my day job, I get like hundreds and hundreds every day. And then by the time I get to like a hotel or someplace or weekend, I may not even look through all the questions on email, but it's not that I don't want to. I just don't have the physical time to do it. I try to, and I've done it a pretty good job up until this point, and the last, I guess, month or two, I just haven't been able to either get on at the right time or take a look. I want to do it, but it is what it is. So I do apologize for that. I wish I was just a little bit, I wish there was a couple more of me. And that's why I'm actually talking to you from my truck, because I'm driving down the road and I got no time to do anything else other than sit here and drive. And I figured this would be the best time to at least talk a little bit and get some of these questions answered. All right, another email. Look, at work, I get probably 300 emails a day. So I set up this account, the Gmail, the Max Motion Simulator at gmail.com. I set that up just to deal with the emotion guys, the questions or maybe photos, things like that. But I don't check it all the time. I really don't. I'm not good at that. I mean, I probably check it once every 2-3 weeks. So some of these responses are late, but I usually do respond. And this one comes from the email. So this is Clement. He lives in Belgium. He's retired. God, I don't want to retire myself. That would be so cool. So he also flies some small planes in VR, but he's trying to figure out how to do this. So he's just basically asking on how to do all this stuff. So, did I even answer him? I hope I did. Okay, so he's looking at the DOF reality. It's expensive. Yeah, well, it kind of is, I guess. I mean, all this stuff is expensive. If you ever get into RC, you think $2,000 is expensive? You'll spend that and probably 3 times as much if you're competitive. Anyway, so you can build this rig probably for, I don't know, depending on the steel, depending on all that stuff, but all the simple parts and stuff. And if you got a little bit of, do-it-yourself type stuff, and you're retired, which is a big bonus because you can take your time, take as long as you want, and wait for parts, etc. I mean, you're not talking a lot of money. I did a video on it, but I included like the welder and a bunch of tools and stuff like that. I don't know why I did that. It would have definitely been under $1,000. And does it work as well as a DOF? I don't know. I don't have a DOF, so maybe DOF guys send me a rig. I'll do a fair comparison. I really will. I mean, I beat the crap out of mine, and it seems to run fine. And I'm trying to make it more complicated or compact because of a cup. There's been a lot of guys that wanted a compact sim, and they looked at my first one, and they're like, "Oh crap! I can't set that in my den. I can't set that in whatever space I have." So I made this 4-foot long compact sim. Little bit challenging, but it's stronger than the big one. And if I had to redo the big one, I would make the big one, I'd make it rear drive, but I'd make the frame, that space frame from the compact sim. So yeah, if you want to do it and you want to make the, if possible, okay, so if possible, can you send me the wiring diagram? So I did. And that's been a problem. I guess I got to put it up on a server somewhere or, web page somewhere. It's hard to find on XSimulator.net the one with 3. The one that I have posted, it has 2. You just basically can, I figured it out how to do 3, but then somebody sent me one with 3, and I've been kind of emailing that to you guys. Well, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the new rig a little bit. Some of my thoughts now that I've had it running probably, I don't know, maybe 100 hours, maybe 50 hours. So it's been running for about 50 hours. everything's working pretty good. I still haven't turned up everything the way I really like it. And basically, I get like, you know, maybe a few minutes to set it up, get it turned on, and start racing at the ACF. So we race every Saturday. Now, they call it racing. I call it having a good time. A lot of times lately, I've been in the back of the pack and end up upside down or things like that. At least this last race, it was a really pretty fun time for me. But yeah, I came in last. That's just the way it goes when you don't practice and you don't know the track. They have a lot of races going on during the week. Now, I only participate on the Saturday race, and that's because, yeah, you know, it's about 1 o'clock my time, which makes it kind of convenient to me. I can sleep in. No, I get whatever. I get ready at about 12:45 and jump online into the car, learn the track, and go straight into quali. And sometimes I do okay, sometimes I don't, and that's just the way it is. But this is the GL, the Gentleman's League. So, you know, if you run somebody off the track, you're supposed to kind of wait for them to get back on. Sometimes that's possible. Sometimes you get stuck in a hay bale and you have to eject to the pits. But that's okay too, because I'm in it for fun. I'm not in it to, you know, win the whole thing. I'm not a Formula One driver or ex-Formula One driver, obviously. I'm just there to have a good time. That's what this rig, this motion simulator stuff, that's what it's all about. All right, so here is the third and final piece of paper. Don't know what it is. Comes out of the hat. And I'm going to set that aside. Now we're going to wait a few minutes, and at the end of the video, I'm going to take all of these, and these guys are done, so I don't need you. I hope your name's on here, or on one of those three. I know it's kind of a rinky-dink way to do it, but I'm putting these three, 1, 2, and 3, in this hat. So in a little bit, I'm gonna pick one of them. You're gonna win it. I'm gonna ship it to you, and you're not gonna win a chicken dinner. So, all right. So this is another email from Urcan. Anyway, so he's watched my videos. He's very, very happy if I could help him out a little bit. He's got a couple, he can't order the crab pot motors, but he sent me a picture of these 12 volt, 70 watt motors. Okay, so there's a few specs on here. I would say 12 volts, 150 watts. Can you get a motor that's 150? That would be, the more powerful the motor, the better it is. 12 volt, 70 watts is probably okay, and it may move the seat, but you know, go bigger. Just get something that's going to be a little bit stronger, and that would be my advice. Okay, I'm trying not to go through these questions too bad, because I know these are popular questions that, at least the general consensus of the question, people have asked. Okay, so this is from Peggerbuilt. Okay, I can see a lot better now that I took that blood pressure medicine, and it's taken about 3 months, and I'm back to at least where I was, which wasn't all that good anyway. So Peggerbuilt at AOL. All right, so anyway, I get this email. Good evening. So he's asking about the steel. He's asking, how thick is the steel? Well, I think it's 18 gauge. It may be even 20. I'm not sure, because I haven't bought it in probably a year. Okay, and I'm sitting at a hotel. I can't really look at the stuff, but it was 1.25 inches, and also 1 inch. So it was So it was 1.25 inches. I bought it at Home Depot. So right up there, I paid full retail price for the thing. And even when I built the little TV stand, I walked right up, and I was used to paying maybe $30 for a stick. Hey, I couldn't find any 6-foot sticks. I had to buy 4-foot sticks, and I think they're about $45 a piece, which kind of like, oh crap. So just to build that little stand was like $120, which, you know, that stuff is weldable. Just if you look on Home Depot's website, they have it there, and it has the thickness. It's not 16th or 16 gauge. That's that flat steel that I made like the motor mounts out of and things like that. That's a little bit tougher. It's just a little bit thicker, and you can really go to town welding on it. It's not super strong, but it's thicker than the tube steel, so the rectangle steel. Anyway, I hope that helps. I did write him back, and on to the next question. All right, so this goes an email in the category that I have no idea what soft pots are. Okay, so Giovanni 6303. Hi, I'm very interested Hi, I'm following your very interesting videos, and I completed my project using soft pots instead of potentiometers because I built actuators instead of using motors. Have you ever used these soft pots? Do you find them reliable? Well, you could send me like what you bought and what you used, because right now I'm drawing a blank, but I'm old, so sorry, I can't. No, I want to build actuators at some point. I just haven't, because these things work, and if they work, I'm off to the races, or at least I'm upside down in the races. So I'm having a good time. But yeah, I mean, reply to my reply if you can, and tell me which soft pots are you talking about. Maybe send me a link to your page. I'm not really sure, so I can't tell you if they're reliable or not, because I don't know. Okay, so this is the last one before the ultimate drawing. The special edition drawing. Okay, so this is from Nordic Beast. You've inspired me to build my own, and this is coming from the VR rig versus static versus VR motion video that I did. You know, I did that video a little while ago, like maybe 2 years ago, and like, I don't know, over that course of 2 years, maybe 200 people saw it. And I go, you know, what the heck? Some of these guys, they put out videos that, to me, they don't have a lot of content, and it's just like, and yeah. But, all right, so let's just scrap all that crap. All right, so this is the last one from Nordic Beast. So this is coming from watching the static rig versus VR plus motion. So he says, hey, you know, tossing around the idea of a 6 degree, of doing tons of reading on it. Yeah, you need to read a lot about it. I've been reading from time to time. I'll immerse myself in the 6 degree, and then I just go, wow, I just don't have time. I'm having too much fun right now anyway. So, but I have collected 6 motors. So it's saying something about the inner brain working. Anyway, so you completely agree with everything I said. He went from a flat screen to VR, and it's a world of difference. Added some bass shakers. I totally agree with what he's saying. And mine's in a motion rig. Okay, so the thing I would say, Nordic Beast, push. Get that motion rig working. 3 degrees is fine. After you get used to that and you build one, or you buy one from DOF or whoever else, yeah, you're going to be so happy. The only thing that will make you happier is wind sim. Oh my gosh. So I turned on my wind sim the other day, I can't even describe. Like, I got all this crap going on, and the wind sim just makes it. I don't know. So I'm trying to do a video on using the C-Flow blowers. I got 2 of them, and they're big. I think they're 40 millimeters, or I don't know. They're big honking things, and yeah, they make a lot of noise. So, you know, if you really want to annoy your neighbors, turn those things on. It's like, but anyway, all right. So let's get to the winner and let's get this thing done. All right, I thought I'd turn that thing off. Stop. I can't believe I recorded all that crap with. I can't believe I recorded all those all those questions with all that noise. I'm at like the Sleep Inn, Comfort Inn, Holiday Inn type situation, and it was, somebody had it down to like 45 degrees in here, so I turned on the heat. I totally forgot about it. I apologize. All right, so I got these 3 guys, 3 names in the hat. Well, there's 3 names. 1, 2, 3. And now let's just see. I'm gonna pick one of them. Which one should I pick? All right, so let's pick the middle one. I'll pull it open, and we shall see who wins the controller board that I put on the other video. And this is, there you go, at Racer XTC. So you my friend are the winner. These other 2 guys, you're the losers. But okay, so Racer XTC, what you need to do, I know, everybody don't click off yet, just hold on a second. I gotta tell this guy something. All right, so I'm gonna send you the controller, but I need to know that this is you. So send me an email that's saying, oh, I won the thing. Send it to maxmotionsimulator@gmail.com, and then I'll reply back, and I'm going to reply back, say, write in your comment, the one that you wrote, Racer XTC, and write that in the comment. Well, I'm going to tell you how to do it. So I know that it's used. I'm going to use this funky redneck two-factor authentication to do this. And hey man, congratulations. Really, you're going to like it. I mean, it's all set up for you. And I'm going to help you on email support. I don't know where you live in the country, but anyway, I'll make it good. I'll get it to you somehow. So we're going to have to do a little bit of emailing back and forth. But anyway, guys, I don't want you giving up. This kind of thing, this road rage thing, is the only way that I can answer like some questions that I've been getting on and off. And I'm sorry that it's taken a little bit to get the whole thing done, but yeah, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted to either. But I'm ready to move on. All right, so I'm going to get that controller to @Racer XTC, and I hope you enjoy it, my friend. And remember, keep pushing, keep doing the best you can, and Dave out.